Alright, let's go. Hello there, you're listening to ZoliMoli's Thoughts and Knots. I am definitely ZoliMoli, and today, for the very first time, there's a guest, which I've always wanted somehow. Because if no, I'm going to get even more awkward. So yes, introducing a friend of mine, Azim.
You don't have to be nervous, man.
No.
Hi,
Yeah.
my name's Azim Anja. I'm a friend of Zol.
Yay.
And it's been like 1 year since we talked, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, this is totally the first time since 1 year. The past 3 days didn't count.
True.
This is the first time that me and Zol ever talked since the year before the pandemic.
Before pandemic, and the last time was library hangout and
Yeah.
Mitari. Yes.
Wow, you remember
Yes,
where the last time we had lunch?
just the Mitari one lah. I remember. I didn't remember the
Yeah.
library one.
Yeah. Alright.
So yes. How's life anyway?
How's my life?
How's life? Mm.
I guess if you want to start with that. It's been on and off, to be honest. Like, okay, the last time we met was a year ago, which is like, the I choose to hang out with you over hanging out with someone who has a birthday party at the time, because I can remember it was January 20.
Okay.
My friend was having a birthday party, so she invited me. So I'm just like, oh no, it's like collabing with like meeting you, because I haven't seen you for like months as well.
That time, yes.
So at that time, I thought I might as well I might as well hang out with Zol rather than like with a person that I see like every day in class. Yeah.
Relatable.
So after that, class resumed as normal, and then the semester ends, and then there's a semester break, and then during March is when the pandemic start, and we have to start our online class. Yeah, during our March semester, it's a short semester. It's only 7 weeks. And it's also like theory classes,
For
so
online
it's not as bad. Theory classes for online is okay.
But
So I only took like a few classes,
it should be fine for you lah kan?
which is okay. But and then semesters pass. After the semester pass, and then there's the long semester, which is the main subject for the course that I'm taking, which has a lot of practical work. It doesn't work, man. For like any art or design student, it does not work.
True. Because we're pretty much practical. And
Yeah.
if it's in groups, or online, not gonna work.
Yeah. So like for 3 months after that, I kind of like, I'll just go through with it,
Good.
and then like, I put my minimum effort. Okay, the thing with online classes, like, it's not the lecturer, it's your own attention span and the interaction between the class as well.
Yes.
The difference between like a physical class and an online class. In physical class, there's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like the sense of like being surrounded by people, and then the difference between that and online classes, like in online class you're in front of a camera, so that sense of like being surrounded by people is not there. So you can technically just turn off your webcam, and then the lecturer doesn't care.
Somehow true. Yes.
Yeah, and I'll admit I have fell asleep during one of those classes or something. And also, I don't feel obligated to go to class. because
There's not much like
yeah, there's not much.
happening, and also the like no one's paying attention to you either,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
The reason why I say it's not I don't feel obligated is why, like, okay, I don't wake up as early. Usually in normal days I would wake up, I would send my sister to school, and then just like head to class. I'll be in campus and then just wait for the class to start.
Be in
So
campus.
technically I have to drive there, and my body is physically moving a
Uh-uh.
lot. So yeah, I mean that's how like I would explain it. And then in online class, my sister's not going to school as well.
Oh,
And then yeah, and then basically just I'll just wait in front of my own laptop in front with my own comfort. I feel like I'm the type of person who needs to like get out of his comfort zone just to gain knowledge, I guess.
true. Yeah, same.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after that semester pass, I deal with it. I don't blame the lecturers though. I just hate the situation. That's all. No other reason. It's the same as hanging out with
Hang
friends.
out,
Hanging
true.
out with friends through Google Meet. It's kind of it feels different. It doesn't hit different, you know.
Yeah, it's not like hanging out at Mama or late night McD.
Yeah, true.
Like friend face to face, and compared to virtual, it's like, well, you're here but you're not here, and well, the idea of like, what do you call, company is
Yeah.
like, there's a not even thin line. It's like very different in ways that you can't even explain how somehow.
Yeah. And also what I notice, like, there are a lot of like awkward pauses in online conversation,
Yes, because it's like you.
which I hate, by the way. Like, if you don't keep the conversation going, it's just like if you get to that awkward part.
Yeah,
I mean, I can enjoy a good silent moment.
true. It's like, how does, if in real life we could cut each other, like just straight ahead,
Yeah.
cut, and we would like,
It's hard to show gestures online.
especially just
That's the
audio.
word. Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
if it's an audio, like, or you say something, no, go ahead, like,
Yeah. Okay, right now, technically, I mean, obviously Zul's gonna edit this audio to make it sound better, but what I'm hearing is like shitty trash mic audio from his end,
oh,
and probably a really shitty one from his end as well.
from yours is actually okay, but I can 100%. I'm 100% sure that my mic sucks.
Yeah,
But-
probably mine too.
Because yours sounds okay, way. Like, I couldn't hear any noises, which is okay. But I don't know if your
Yeah.
audio lah, or
Yeah.
phone audio. But then it should be okay, because audio editing is my kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Moving
I
on.
guess-
Good. Now moving on.
Yeah, sure, we can move on. I guess like we can tell the people the story, like how we met. It's
Can
like
also.
been 5 years, right? We know each other.
Usually people don't really remember because it's always chaotic,
Yeah.
and well,
I mean, you want to
technically-
talk? You want to start or I start of how we met?
you start first lah. But
Okay.
I'll start with, like, we jumpa during lunch, Putri.
Okay. How we met is like through a friend. Me and Zul are not classmates because I took diploma and Zul took foundation. So his schedule is a lot different than ours. And then me and Put know each other from orientation. Put as in like Putri, our friend Putri Elisa. Yeah, she basically like introduced each other to us. I couldn't remember who invited who. It's either I invited Putri or Putri invited me to hang out.
Either or, because it was
And then
lunch.
one day I just like say sure, let's hang out. So I went to campus, wait for their class to over. I was waiting at the plaza, and I just wait for them to come. And then I did not expect like she's gonna bring three other friends, and one of them being Zol.
Yeah.
And then yeah, all of them like sat down on the table, introduced each other, and what I can remember from Zol probably did not spoke a word that time.
Okay. That one I cannot vouch because I can't remember shit from of me. Like I can't remember how awkward I can be in front of the very first people.
New,
Like first
new
time
people.
meeting new people. Like probably that most of the time would be like, okay, hi. Like I'll like they those are not really those like blank thinking what to say most of the time.
Yeah, Zol is still awkward since the past 5 years. He doesn't change at all.
That one true. It's worse because of this pandemic. Not
Yeah.
meeting people in real life, going out other than groceries is making me awkward day by day, especially talking to. Because it's funny, me being me, I don't really keep in touch much with people. And that is somehow like, some people would be like, that's normal. Some, if people who don't know me, they'll be like, why? How? Something like that.
I get it.
Yeah, that's just me. And I'm awkward.
Yeah. But I'm not sure about Zol, but my first impression of Zol was he looks exactly like me when probably like 2 years before. He always wears a hoodie, a t-shirt and jeans.
Even now.
That's what I can recall. Yeah.
Yeah, because funny how, like, I think a lot of people will be like, you guys look the same. And like, to say that we, how do I say, acknowledge you got, because, hey, hoodie, hey, you guys are kind of quiet at most of the time.
Yeah.
But then, that time the difference that I can only like come up is that you're a Leo, I'm a Cancer.
Oh, you want to go to that topic, huh? Oh my god, that's also the thing that we discuss as well. Like, I have no interests in like
Horoscopes.
what's that thing called again?
Horoscopes.
Horoscopes. I have no like I'm aware of it, but I wasn't too interested in it. But like Zol and the other friends that we hang out were like obsessed with it, so I just like I guess I can get into it as well. So that's how we like hang out.
Kinda.
Yeah, kind
That
of.
group of
I mean,
friends.
there's a lot.
That group of friends
there's
is
a
like.
lot of like.
That
Okay, go on.
group of friends like pretty much got together
Yeah,
through horoscopes. Yeah.
which is like a topic that I did not know that I would get into. But yeah, I knew the basic of it, but I didn't get too deep into it.
Now?
And then
How about now? You.
I kind of forgot.
It's okay. Because I also forgot most of it.
Well, I remember that I am a Leo, I guess.
Just that should be okay. Just know that.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why Zol and I became close is like we have similar interests. Same as like pretty much every other classmates have the same interest, which is art, because both of us are in like the art faculty.
From
which
known.
yeah, which everyone has a common thing there. They all share the same interest. Could be like abstract art or anything, or anime, whatever.
Well,
And it's kind of different from school friends, you know.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
And also, I mean, there's a few difference from school friends and college friends. I
For
would say
what's
school
yours?
friends are like the reason. Um, I don't know. Okay. Are you closer to your school friends or your college friends? Though.
Well, either or. Like I said, I don't keep in touch with both category of friends, but at least I'm still in touch with most of my college friends compared to high school.
I see.
Yours?
I mean, for me, from my end, like I'm much more closer to my school friends than my college friends. I mean, I guess there's this thing where school friends where we actually grew up together. We saw each other grow up, like from elementary school to school and to high school.
So that's one thing.
Yeah. So there's basically like 13 years of bonding. Yeah.
Too long.
Over like the 4 years in college. The thing about college friend is the reason why it's like a lot easier to interact with college friend is because obviously you grew up, you know more about social skills and stuff, and there's also the common interest.
Yes,
common interest is what like make the conversation way more fun. I would say this: I have more fun talking to my college friends, like in terms of like interests. But when it comes to my school friends, I could definitely tell, like, even if we joke around or make fun of each other, even if we get mad, we would still be friends because of that. The years that we've been through, I don't think that can separate us.
I get
And
you.
I could say this as well: hanging out with college friends, you can talk more about yourself, talk more about the interests and the topic that you're involved in. And you can enjoy that. It's the first time where your own interests, and then you can express those feelings through your friends that can understand the same interests. But when it comes to my college friends, because when it comes to my school friends, I'm like very quiet around there compared to my college friends. Because obviously my school friends, they took different courses as well. Some of them took business, some of them took accounting, and then medicine and stuff. So
Okay.
even till today, I would hang out with my school friends. They can talk about like
Their
all
stuff.
those government stuff,
I-
business,
And
and political issues, and I'll be there just like I
same.
could stay at home watching anime right now.
I think that's
It's
the
one of those
thing.
things.
I think that's the thing about art. Students or art, the ones who goes to art stream, we don't really care much about the political or people, like the society kind of topics. Because
I mean, it's their interest.
it's their
everyone
interest,
has their different interests.
plus our interest is pretty much more, what do you call, practical,
I guess.
something like that lah. Kalau for me, there's a reason why, how do I say, I'm not really that close with high school friends, is because my family keeps moving from place to place.
Oh yeah.
Like from Tadika, it was like Kajang, and then when it's in elementary school, it's in Semenye, and then when I'm in high school, I went to a boarding school in Gombak.
I see.
So I'm like always here, there. So there's no like, what do you call, specified tetap or kind of friends that I would grow as long as 13 years like you lah. So it's like, that's one thing.
Okay.
That's pretty much it lah. Why I'm not that close. But that's not a problem.
I guess I can't really relate to that because for me, from I've growing up, I always been in Subang pretty much my whole life. I started moving to Shalam in when I was 19. Yeah. So basically for 19 years of my life, I kind of like stayed
Subang.
there. So that's why my school friend has been consistent.
Well,
Yeah. But even though if I did move to Shalam as well, I can still drive. I could still see them like whenever I want.
yeah. I don't have a driving license.
I see. That's
Yeah.
your struggle.
It's not a struggle. It's a good thing.
I mean, there was one time I kind of like, hey, if Zol took a driver's license, I could technically teach him how to drive as well.
Why?
I mean, it's easy.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I've never tried. Yeah, I've never tried stepping on the gas.
So you
or
never
something.
held the steering wheel before?
Oh,
No.
I
Okay.
hold steering wheels before. Like, you know how wild people can be. Like, the driver be
How
like,
about this? Have you stepped on the pedal before?
pedal no,
Okay.
only the steering. Like, if a friend like is driving and like, Zul, can you hold the steering wheel for me? Like, no, and I'm holding. Shit.
I've done that too.
I think there was someone from your group of friends,
Mhm.
and like he was driving, and then someone at the back was like saying something like very dumb or obnoxious, and it's like the co-pilot be like, hold my steering, and then he looked back while driving.
Was I there?
I'm not sure if you're there, but it happened. Like, that scared the shit out of me because it's like driving normal speed. Like, no,
I
I'm
mean,
not
as
gonna-
long as it's not on the highway, right?
it's near the roundabout.
Oh my
Cyber.
god.
Yeah, that happened. But yeah,
So, yeah, and then college friends. You do have more fun hanging out with them, but nowadays it's difficult, man,
to hang
because
out.
of like the pandemic. It really ruins everything for me, at least.
The schedule, the fun
Yeah,
times.
the schedule and everything.
Yeah,
And then I also reached like to the point where I don't really give a shit anymore.
in what
where
terms?
where I actually took a LOA.
LOA.
LOA means leave of absence for college. Meaning you took a semester off.
Mhm.
Because I really can't stand online class.
Oh,
It really bores me because I don't really see the benefit of it. I mean, how I would see it is like, if I'm not gaining knowledge or having fun,
true.
it's not worth the price. Because the
Ah,
tuition fee is I don't want to say my tuition fee, but let's say it's still the same amount, but the only discount I get is just 10%, which is
kinda
still not worth it.
not worth it.
I could technically pay for like an other online classes and it would still be cheaper.
True.
But in the end, like, I kind of want to go like go to college, study in university with the with the price I'm paying. You get what I mean?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like it's not really just the tuition fee or the learning part. It's pretty much you're being there. Macam like, if learning sucks,
Yeah.
but the environment and the friend and the like, experience in the campus pretty much cancels out the boredom and the
Yeah,
tuition
true.
fee burden.
And like the reason why I quit is, no, I didn't quit. I took a leave is because is trying to build up my words here.
Go ahead.
Where like the only reason I leave is because like I said, it's not worth it. It doesn't worth the price. It's not worth the price. And also, I mean, technically you can learn all those stuff in YouTube anyway for free.
True. Without paying.
But I still do enjoy learning in class more. I mean, I feel like my other friends, I feel like the only they technically struggle the same thing as I do, where like online classes are boring and stuff. It's hard to learn through online, but the reason why they still join the classes and I quit, I guess what I can think of is like the only reason why they like continue to study is because they don't want to be left out. Not left out as in like, oh, I might miss my study. In terms of friends, like if I took a semester off, I would technically be left behind.
Semester friends wise,
yeah, semester wise. So technically, if I do join back, I will not be in the same class as them,
you'll be like
which I don't mind. Yeah, which I don't mind. To me, I can always make new friends, but to them, I don't know.
That is the thing about you. Like literally, some people will be like, they want to keep friends with the ones they have right now, but you'll be like, hey, you're cool, I'll be friends with you.
We can still keep in touch. We can still hang out.
Because it's not like bye bye, I'm going to the other side of the world and you're not going to see me anymore, nor you're going to contact me anymore.
Yeah, I do have friends
who are like that.
I'm gonna call them out, but I won't say names. It's like, as soon as where I kind of left the group, they kind of like stopped talking to me, stopped contacting. I mean, we never had any like bad like relationship or bad beef before. Just like you just kind of stopped talking to me just because I'm not in the same class anymore. So in my eyes, like from that point of view, I feel like we're not equal in the first place, because when I hang out with friends, I want to be equal with them. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the knowledge. As long as we're equal, then we're good. We can still be friends, and I'm willing to be friends, to be honest.
That's good them. Actually.
But I mean, the thing is, relationship works in two-way streets. Just because like I stopped talking to you, that doesn't mean like I'm gonna be stopped like thinking about you. Like, I still want to hang out, and then for some reason, let's say I leave, and then I'm gone in their life, so I should stop talking to him. So it doesn't like bring me down or something. Surprisingly, a lot of people are like that.
I mean, that is true, and I am like that also. Well,
Zol's one of them. If I stop talking to Zol, he'd probably forget about me.
No, pretty much. In a group, I realized one thing, that I am really not good with groups of friends. In like, there's a lot of people in one group, and then I'll be like, sometimes I realize that I get overwhelmed with what's happening within the group, especially if there's drama.
Yeah, there's what?
There's drama.
Oh, drama, yeah. Oof. I know that better than anyone, dude.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's the human magnet to attract dramas when they're in groups of friends. So, and different people have like different way of like coping. Me, I'll definitely be like out of the radar. Like suddenly, poof, I'm gone. Because
I see.
Nope, I'm not gonna handle this. I'm gonna be away. And pretty much will be like, hey, I'm back after 2 or 3 years after.
Oh yeah. From your point of view, do you think drama is necessary in a relationship?
If you're in university, yes. If you're like a full-grown adult working, less is better.
Okay, I agree with you.
Because to me, it's like, well, if we're in a relationship in the beginning, communication should have been the first thing to be like communication should be the first thing to to secure
Yeah.
instead of like pent up feelings, and then one day you just suddenly boom burst, and that is why I'm not good. And that's why I avoid being in a relationship, because I keep things pent up for way too long.
I see. I mean, how I see drama is like, I feel like it's necessary, and also, and it's like this thing won't last. You're gonna get over it. You're gonna get over it. How you handle it is, I mean, depends on the individual itself. To me, if I ever get involved in a like drama, let's say, a love triangle or whatever, I would just like, I would be the one to like try to observe things from a third person perspective, because if technically the reason why drama happened is because like your own selfishness and your own interest. That's why, and that feeling, the thing that you want collide, and then so you argue between it, and then that's the reason why drama happens in the first place.
It kind of is.
Yeah. And also, if I would look at this like this: is this thing worth for like a drama to happen? Like if it's not worth it, I would just back out. If it's like something like it is, I don't know, like basically, if you're done with drama, you technically have a cool story to tell the people, right? Yeah, that's how I would see things. I don't see any drama that happened in my life. I don't feel like upset anymore. I just laugh at them because, hey, that's kind of stupid shit I did. So it's a funny memory and a cool story to tell. And it's also like experience as well.
Somehow.
Like bonding experience. Experience when it comes to relationship, how people behave and stuff.
Yeah, true. Kinda. I mean, I'm not sure on my end also, because like I have, well, whether it when it comes to platonic relationship or love relationship, it's like, I'm better one-on-one.
I could say that.
Even if it's in a group, I can be like still okay with groups, because somehow it's like a trend to be in a relationship within a group.
I guess so. Yeah.
So yes,
thinking back about it, there's a lot happen.
a lot.
And whenever like a drama happened, I would go to Zol and then, hey Zol, and Zol be like,
this happened.
The same thing again.
even after you graduated from that black.
Yeah, even after I graduate, I'll just come back to Zol.
And like,
I would call Zol up. Hey Zol, want to hang out? And then sure, when we hang out, and then like when we talk about the same thing again, same shit happen again.
Yeah, like who is it this time? Who is it?
Nah. I mean, how I see it, drama is kind of like gambling, in a way. It's like, it's a risky move.
It is.
If you handle drama correctly, you and that other person can technically be closer and be much more comfortable with the other person.
It is.
Or you're technically just gonna like break it off. It's never, there's no like in between. It's always like a 50-50 thing.
It is a gamble then.
Yeah, it is a gamble.
Whether it like can turn
like it's not like I'm actively trying to get engaged into a drama. If what I'm trying to say is like, if drama happens, don't just back out. Like talk, explain the situation.
Yeah.
Try to understand.
I should have done that more actually.
Yeah. And then once you get that thing resolved, and then if it resolved in a positive way, you and that person technically are closer,
Compared.
and you will be much more comfortable,
Mm.
and because you know that person's boundary and like limits as well. I guess that's one way.
Yeah, I mean, true.
It's I mean, even though if you ended up bad, it's not too late. You can still fix a relationship. There's a lot of like friendship broken and then it kind of stays broken. Like to me, obviously you can't just rush it. You need time after you have an argument with a friend. Just like wait it out for a few weeks
Depends on
and then
people.
start. Yeah, just talk. Either you wanna take the direct approach or the like coincident approach where just like, oh, you two kind of hang out again and then just talk about it. I mean, that's how you solve it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like every RPG games with a social like a social
Harvest Moon.
like system like Persona,
Okay.
where if that card get twist, oh shit, I got the bad bad ending, so you have to like you have to like make it up to the friends.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how real life works.
I can agree 100% also. Although I'm on a different on a different perspective, but then in a general way of viewing things, it's true. I mean, yeah. because like one thing about this topic is that I'm recalling a lot of things from whether it's when the friendship that the circle of friends that you and I have or the ones that I have. It's recalling back and I'm like laughing at myself like, why the hell did that happen?
I mean, it's kind of like being a monk, right?
Being
like if being a monk, like if you're angry, like don't just try to be angry. Try to find a reason why are you angry? So it kind of connects it back.
True. Oh well. So that's pretty much recalling back things from life again. Well, I do have one topic to change the pace. Yeah. Well, change a change of meal again, because that's the only thing that I could continue talking about this, but then I don't know.
Up to you, man. It's your podcast.
Because I really don't know. But then I'll just continue with what I plan to talk. Pretty much. Have you watched Alice in Borderland?
No, I heard about it. It's a Japanese drama, right?
It's Netflix. But then, and even if you don't really know who the characters are, I'll just explain how the theme works. First, you're a character, very much a failure in real life, and then you kind of wish like, man, I wish I wasn't in this current world, something like that. So,
are you trying to relate the main character to me?
Oh no, not really. I'm okay with me right now. There are good and bad days, but then I'll be like, and the story, the Alice in Borderland story, be like, you're suddenly in this isekai world, like you're not from the current one lah. You're pretty much called out of the blue, like suddenly you're in this very weird same Earth, but then there's no one, and pretty much you're happy lah, because you kind of wish that you don't want to be in your current situation, like, and you want to be like born in a new world, same world, but then new you.
In a way, yes.
In a way, like, and but then there's like this rule, since it's like you're invading, you're in another world. You're kind of like trespassing. So there's this concept where you need, is it quota or days? Like it's a quota kind of thing. You need to play a game. And based on the level of difficulty, for example, 3 clubs or 7 hearts or something, the numbers represent the days you will win. Macam what do you call if you travel to another country and then you have that limited day?
Like a visa?
Visa. It's called visa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Those numbers are your visa.
I see.
So in order for you to like keep on living there, you'll need to win games.
I see.
But
Is that the main plot for Alice in Borderland?
it's kind of like the one of the theme like in that story lah. That story. So, but you can choose to not to play the games lah. But once your visa reach 0, there will be a laser come from the sky and you'll be shot dead.
So I'll be dead.
So
I mean, definitely, I wouldn't want to live in that world. Like,
You
if
would?
I do horribly, I just die. Definitely not.
oh, so you wouldn't, is it?
Yeah. I mean, what you're talking about just now, if I were to born again and restart your life, and then I would not choose to be born in 2020, man. That sucks.
That would be everyone actually. 'Cause funny how
That would
like
suck.
2020 be like pandemic happened and suddenly
Yeah.
it's 2021.
It's a horrible year.
There was like there's nothing like we all the plans that you kind of had was not achieved, and you're left with like a year with nothingness, and time passed by real fast.
Yeah, I would technically would still be an infant by that year. But going back to the topic of like being reborn or stuff like that, being transported to another world, I would like the concept of like being reborn again
But
during the time at my birth, meaning
Okay.
like you technically restart your life.
but with your knowledge of like
Yeah, with
current-
the knowledge that I'm carrying right now. I
somehow.
could tell that it could technically go one way or another. I would like reevaluate my life, try to fix everything that I messed up, make it better. Like I would technically be like a Chad where I know everything, I know how to solve
God.
everything, I know everyone, how they behave and stuff. And then like technically just like everyone will look up to you because you're technically ahead of them. And you also put investment in a bunch of shit.
No, but if you were born again, like you said, you were born again, would you take the same route to cheat, like your career
Probably
life
yes.
path?
I would technically be yes. Like I said, it would either be one way or another. One way is like the one that I explained before, and the other I would technically be a completely horrible villain because I would know everyone's secret and stuff. I mean, think about it. I mean, when you're in high school, you probably think, you're you do a lot of stupid shit in high school,
Yes,
right?
a lot.
And then if you're like my current 26-year-old self, if we're like to transport back to like in high school years, I would dominate those people. I would technically humiliate a lot of people
Same
because
actually. I've been thinking about that recently actually.
yeah, I would destroy these people. I have the ability to. Because in high school you lack confidence, social skills and stuff.
And now I'm
Now
like,
that you already built that and then going back to that, it's like you're a level 99 character going back to the level 1 stage, something like that.
yeah,
It's the same thing. Because you know what to expect. Because technically high school students are pretty full of dumbasses, man. They're not that smart.
true.
Even
'Cause-
the smartest person that I know in school are not that smart.
they're good with grades, but then socially they're
like socially or like anything about life. Yeah, they lack this kind of
true,
stuff.
true. Because for me, like, is that if I were to turn back to high school, because my my mom's a lecturer, and
Yeah.
right now currently it's like what do you call marking season.
Mm-hmm.
So she teaches language, English language, and she has to listen to every single student public speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and I also like accidentally listen lah. And one thing that I'd be like, what do you call macam what do you call jealous is that they have the chance to talk in front of people, or that public speaking is what I'm jealous that I don't get now lah. Because one thing from high school is that I realized that I have a lot of chance during public speaking to roast the heck out of high school. But you guys
what
suck.
I mean? That's exactly what I mean.
You suck. This school sucks. Why are you even here? Something like that. I'm not gonna be that harsh, but I'll be like sarcasm. If I were me, I would do better in public speaking, just to talk that shit to the school. Just that.
Yeah, because you know their weaknesses, right? You know what the things that they're insecure about.
And you realize like this is so wrong. At that time, you're
Yeah,
like
you can technically be the king, man.
people may hate me for that. People may hate for me, and people may hate me for being too straight or like very sharp tongue. But with my current state, I don't really give a damn of what they think. Right? Guess what? I just poured the truth to you, and you don't want to face it. Something like that.
Yeah. But like going back to the same topic, I mean, do you think your life in that new life would turn out the same? Do you think like it's gonna be any different? Because to me, I would try to make it as similar as possible. I'll try to like remember, okay, I introduced this person to that, and then try to make that happen again.
Without altering much, right?
Yeah, I won't alter too much.
For me, no, I think I wouldn't alter much. Also, because career-wise, I would go the same.
It's not just about career-wise. I mean, if you think about it, if you were reborn, and then you technically became the perfect son, do you think you would have like a sibling? Do you think your other sibling would be born?
That one I don't know lah.
That's a lot of thing, right?
That one I don't know lah. That one is not.
Yeah, and then I thought like I had lie down on my bed and then thought about this intensely. Like, if I were to do this, do I think that my little sister would be born as well and would have the same personality as well? Would she turn out the same? That's a lot of things to consider, man.
Is it like out of spite or what?
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah.
I would be like the smartest kid in class, and then I would still go to our campus, our college, and not go to like Harvard or something.
Just to me.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Where did we get to that topic, man? Suddenly.
I guess I suddenly changed the topic to like newborn, upper reborn.
Yeah,
Alice
what
in
we talked
Borderland.
about before? Oh yeah, Alice in Borderland.
And then suddenly, reborn. Hey, that's nice.
What have you been like watching recently?
You start first. I'm thinking.
Basically, I spend my time watching a lot of animes. I binge watch like all the older stuff that just to like watch it again for not the reason to just like to enjoy them again, I guess.
To feel that sense of, I know this is gonna happen.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, if it's in terms of like rewatching old stuff again and again, I do that a lot. But if it's
Yeah.
what I've been watching recently, yeah, nothing. Like
I mean, I read a lot more manga than watching anime now and then. I've transformed from like being like anime watcher only to like should get into the manga.
because it's faster.
Yeah, because it's faster. I mean, I don't want to be that guy who says like, "Oh, the manga was better," because that's clearly what's happening with the Attack on Titan.
I didn't follow
I wouldn't
much.
say that.
I didn't follow that Titans much.
Yes, like speaking of like Attack on Titan, there's a bunch of spoilers. Even though I am a manga reader, and then the anime watchers get spoiled a lot.
True.
I feel bad for them, man. I feel bad.
For getting spoiled.
Like, yeah, I feel like, why did you want to like tweet things about like spoilers and stuff? Just wait a couple days, man, or a couple weeks, because some people just like to binge those stuff. Like, oh, they're gonna wait all of the episode to be aired, and then they just like binge all those episodes in one sitting. To me, some animes are like that for me. I would binge this anime, and some animes are just like I watch weekly. But damn, people are horrible online. They just like to spoil stuff. They like to talk stuff. I feel like the only reason why they like tweet or
They're
post
trolls.
stuff in Instagram or whatever, just to get like people to talk about it, just to get likes.
Yeah.
Like motherfucker, if you want to talk about that, sure, just DM. There's this thing called DM, like direct message. Like if you know that person is like into the same thing as you, why not just like ask that person like, hey, have you seen this thing before? I mean, even when I hang out with a friend, like, oh, have you seen The Mandalorian? Have you seen WandaVision? Something like that. And then I would ask them first before talking about that. If they don't, okay, I'll change the topic.
Yeah.
If they do, okay, I'll continue with the topic, and then we can discuss about it. And some people are just so fucking horrible. I'm gonna call this person out.
Who?
I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna say names, but this person has a twin.
Oh.
You know who it is. I mean, the older twins, the younger one, he talks a lot, but he could at least hold his mouth. But the younger one, he doesn't talk a lot, but he's more active online. And my God, once an episode aired, like let's say an Attack on Titan or something, he would post it in his Instagram or Twitter without like any spoiler warning. Like, you son of a bitch, just. I feel bad for the I'm a manga reader, so I don't mind seeing that, but I feel bad for the people who haven't watched the manga, haven't read the manga.
Oh my god. It's like,
Yeah, if you want to like talk about it or discuss about it, just there's this thing called direct message, man. Just like, hey, have you seen that new episode? And talk. So you're satisfied instead of just like, oh, I'm gonna tweet this. Oh, this person died. This person
Spoiler.
died. That person happened. Oh, that plot twist was unexpected. Like, what the fuck? Don't do that.
In terms of spoilers, like me being me, I can like you can just tell me the spoilers because I really would.
The thing with spoilers as well, because you know, oh, I'm gonna get spoiled, so that means you have to avoid social media just to avoid getting spoiled.
Yes.
I mean, that's like, I should be doing that, right? Like, I could technically just freewheelingly just go to social media and enjoy the things that my friends post, and then they had to post spoilers, so it kind of ruins your experience as well.
The joy of like being
The joy
on
of like watching it for the first time, right?
Then nope, some people can be trolls. I don't. Speaking of social media,
It's not just social media. It could be like YouTube as well. I mean, sometimes how would I discover anime is through YouTube. I just watch a clip of it, and then like I watch it, and then I'll I'll like scroll down for the comments just to see, and then that this girl was the best girl. She won. She married the main protagonist, and it's like what?
Spoiler.
Right. Well, I'm.
Well,
that's ruined.
But do you read through,
Then-
or would you like with the spoiler? Would you watch through, or would you
I
like?
mean, if I already know, I'm just like I'll just keep watching it, even though I already know what's gonna happen. Like it's hard to keep things a surprise, Like, for example, if you're watching like a harem anime, and then it's like there's three girls, and then there's a girl that you know that you want to win for that person to win, and
Ends up.
then like technically, and then the other person wins, so you're just left disappointed throughout the whole show, rather than just like feeling disappointed because you discovered it by yourself.
What's that? What's that?
That's me. That's me for Goto. Forza. I mean, the English name is quintessential quintuplets, where there's like 5 girls, and then so there's 5 girls, and then like there are like siblings and stuff. I mean, I don't want to talk about it, and it
No.
spoils you.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
Some
I
people
got
are
spoiled for
listening.
that show. Yeah.
Oh yes. I mean, where was I again? For me, in terms of spoilers, I don't mind, but then it depends. Like just like how you say lah. If like for example, when Wonder Woman came out, I didn't watch it like straight ahead, but then my friend watched it lah.
The first one or second one?
The first one, the second one.
The
I
first
haven't
one,
watched.
okay. Yeah.
So at that time I was like I don't really mind spoilers. So it's like this guy be like I really want to talk about it, but then I don't want to spoil. And then yeah, go ahead, just talk about it. And then it's like okay, the guy who plays the one who plays in Harry Potter, the werewolf, is
The
Ares.
Oh yeah.
He said that. I'm like, okay. The reason why I don't mind spoilers because I don't know the context or the full frame of a story. And then when I watched it, oh my god, you spoiled it from the very
Yeah, because if you like, it's like if you have no interest in it or you have like don't know what you're getting into, and then they talk about spoilers, and then okay, whatever, it's just like a story to them, right? And then when you actually watch it, and then you start to piece thing together, and then you're getting the context, and then wait, I remembered my mom talk about that, and then oh no, he's the bad guy.
like literally, the guy who plays Ares is like, he's pretty much undercover, and then that's the spoiler. Why?
Yeah, I mean that's a good twist. I did not expect that guy to be the bad guy though. I mean, I watched it in theaters.
Well, thank God you didn't get the spoiler. I get the spoiler like it makes difference when that's the main spoiler for the whole story. Compared to like how do I say, like little spoilers, little non main stories.
In conclusion, we hate spoilers.
In conclusion, everyone hates spoilers.
Yeah.
Unless you don't really
And
care.
don't be a dick. Don't be a dick and spoil things for other people, man.
You want to clip this and then send that this clip
Oh,
to that.
oh yeah. I'm just gonna like clip this and then send it to my friends.
Oh. So yes, I guess. Do you have anything else? Any interesting things to talk before we just end here? Because
Kind of ran out actually.
we ran out of things to talk. Also, it's already almost 1 hour, is it?
Is it? Yeah, it's been 1 hour.
So yes. Do you have anything before we end?
I mean, you should like shout me out saying, "Oh, follow this person on Instagram, Twitter," even though I'm not active in any of them.
I mean, you can just say it out. Okay, you can find Nazim.
I mean, just put my Instagram and Twitter on the link or something.
Here.
I'm not gonna say it. Yeah.
Because I have videos. I like, hey, here. And also I'll just link. I mean, pretty much. I'll put in the description also lah. He draws better than I do. He draws poses better because I draw chibis only.
I mean, if you want to see some anime titties and ass, yeah. I'm also... Oh wait, should I talk about it?
Oh yeah, go ahead. If you
for
want.
The past few months, I've been working on something. I've been working on a manga or a webtoon. I haven't started drawing the actual panels yet, but I have sketches and like the rough story. Technically, I already figured out how the story will goes, how it's
Disconnected. Did you get disconnected? Okay. He kind of got disconnected suddenly.
Did Discord crash to you?
I think yours crashed.
Oh man, my crash. Oh well, shit. Okay. Okay.
You can start with what you're working on.
Yeah, basically, I'm writing a webtoon or manga. I've been working on for months now. I haven't draw the actual panel yet, but I do have sketches. I have written the story down. Basically, I knew how it would start and how it would end. I'm just like figuring out like stuff in between, what to put inside, like just to make it more entertaining. Yeah, I guess that's gonna come out in like months. It's not coming out soon.
No, it's okay. But then you can find those characters on his Instagram.
Yeah,
I can write. No, right.
Technically,
Not every.
I could technically start drawing it already if it wasn't for Genshin Impact. I did start working on it, and then like, okay, I should start drawing the panels, and then what's this new game called? Genshin Impact. And then I got addicted to it. I technically like played every day.
And you would spend like 800.
Oh man, don't call me out.
But not willing to buy, what's that game again? $15 was it?
Oh, Phasmophobia.
It's okay. It's relatable. At least he spends. I don't spend.
Yeah, I guess.
Everything I see free, I take it.
Yeah.
I don't pay for games. Unless it's like, okay, this is good, or this is on discount, on sale. Might as well. It doesn't cost like 200.
How you want to end this, man?
I'll just end here.
Just like that. Bye.
Yeah. So
you don't have like a Patreon or something?
I have a coffee only. But then I mentioned previous, then I'm not. I don't really expect people to donate me something from there, unless I'm making a lot of videos.
Alright.
So yes, pretty much we'll just end here lah.
Alright, I guess this is it. You can say bye.
Yeah, you can say bye. And I'll just do my
bye to the audience.
And I'll just do my what do you call that signature ending.
Alright, this is it.
Yeah, so like I'll just that's all. That has been ZoliMoli's Thoughts and Nuts with Azim Aja. It has been
Oh man, don't do that face.